A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel, the Twin Flame Union. In this channeling session, as you can see in the thumbnail as well as the title, the message is that the masculine equals to feminine and feminine equals to masculine. Masculine is feminine, feminine is masculine. And energetically, how does this work? Now, a lot of you must be in no contact, or you could be in a big fight, or you could be going through some kind of waiting period, or he's just run away, or he's just not nice to you, etc., etc. So you must be thinking, how is masculine equal to feminine, and how is feminine equal to masculine over here? Now, you have to look at the journey in totality. You can't look at the journey in bits and pieces or in certain parts only, especially the part where you're not feeling happy, where you feel like it's not your fault, but you're still going through something which you don't deserve to go through. This whole relationship, this whole dynamic is based on the energy dance between two people. And obviously, energy dance has a three-dimensional impact or effect. And this is the reason why I always say that without the 5D union, 3D union is impossible. Whosoever is selling the 3D union first and the 5D union later, that's just impossible. Because we work on the principle of as above, so below. So if 5D is above and 3D is below, then as above and so below will apply. Before coming to this planet, the twin are completely aware, like twins. Each twin is completely aware that they are complete, whole and divine on their own. And they will individually have the masculine and feminine traits within themselves. But because of the programming, because of the negative implants, because of the negative entities, because of the attacks, the spiritual attacks, because of the stealing of their gifts, and this stealing is done by people who are around them in the 3D reality. Most of the times they are those people who they trust in, who they believe in, who they think that they are their well-wishers, but they're technically not their well-wishers. They are spiritually stealing their gifts and replacing those gifts with fears and traumas and sickness and things like that. But because the feminines and masculines, especially the feminine here, they are here to heal this planet, and they are supposed to go through this type of betrayal. So if they are supposed to figure it out eventually, what happens to the people who have taken away their gifts or the people who abuse them? Well, they are also a part of this plan. They are a part of this plan because even they are supposed to learn something. They may be having some previous karmic balance, or they could have done some deed, or maybe it's their time to learn the truth of life. So despite all of their attempts, because they are attempting these things since childhood, even when the feminine was in the mother's womb, even at that time the feminine was being attacked, but she was too strong. All her chakras were working, a divine being is coming to earth. So nobody could really touch the divine feminine at that time. And in some cases, the masculine was already born, and in some cases, the masculine was supposed to come later on, depending on what is the situation on planet Earth, what happens on planet Earth. A lot of the masculines took birth later in life. Like, that's the reason why they are young. And this young as in young in age, younger than the feminine. Some of them are not young. I've been hearing stories about them being 40 years old, 30 years old. But just because they are younger to the feminine, maybe it's 6 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, they think that they are too young now. They are like little boys running around here and there. So, or they are in their prime, like their prime, imagine the word prime. Because most of the people think that when you're 20, you're in your prime, or when you're 16, 17, you're a really good catch. But at that time, you're just a child. You're a child who is understanding puberty. You don't even know your body that well at that time. You're just beginning to learn about the changes that happen from between the childhood and adulthood. So you really get a hang of things, a hold of things after you turn 25, because by that time you understand your body well, you understand relationships slightly better than before. You want to get into some type of a work mode, or you want to do something in your career, you want to study further. Of course, the people who are in twin flame journey, they start earning really well, and they also start earning at a young age. Now I understand some of you are like, I don't earn that well, or I'm still struggling with my finances. That's because your root chakra is still blocked. Maybe other things are working. Maybe people who are not good with their finances, in most cases they are married and they have children also, but they lost their knack. They were earning, they were independent, they could make money, but somehow because of all the negative implants and all the attacks on them, they lost it somehow, the knack of doing things. They lost that confidence in themselves, where they could pull things off somehow. That's because when they were young, despite all the abuse or despite all the horrible experiences, they were growing up. Bodily, they were growing up. Mentally, they were growing up. Puberty was helping them. They wanted to do things. They were more curious about the world. They wanted to know how other people function. So in that format, in that way, this is actually a good thing for them. This was a good thing for them because they got to understand the materialism of planet Earth much better. By all these experimentations, they also understood what people are really after, what people really want to do. Most of the times people just want to show off what they have to others. The whole world, maximum people are only concerned about how they appear in front of others, which is the reason why they have all these celebrities who constantly brag how many followers they have. And many a times their popularity is measured by these things only: how many views they have, how many followers they have, how many likes they have. Nobody cares about the impact they have made on people. Nobody cares about any other work they have done which inspires the world to become a better place, or how they are spreading awareness, how they are using the platform in the best possible way, how they are spreading truth and not lies. A lot of celebrities, they are selling this lifestyle, this fake lifestyle, which is full of nothing but trying to always appear good, trying to appear perfect. There are some genuine celebrities also who have stepped up and said that I've been in depression, I've been struggling, I've been going through some mental issues, I've been unhappy with whatever I do. It's not so beautiful behind the screens. It's all photoshopped, or it's all edited. They've walked up to people and they've said it, and people wrote them off. And then they realize that maybe it's better to just be a common person or just stay hidden. Because the more I stay hidden, or the more I don't, get out in the show business, or I don't get into this popularity match, this contest of who's more popular, who's more rich, who's more good looking, who's got the bigger ass, who's got the bigger boobs. If I don't do all this, then I would be a much happy person. So they choose that type of lifestyle, and they decide to just fade away. So overall, the twin flames are supposed to become an embodiment of truth, fearlessness, unconditional love, and being very responsible for planet Earth and doing everything without taking any credit for it. You become a vessel, you become a device for the divine work. And as it is, all the people in twin flame journey have gone through so much. They have already done so much experimentation. If you are in your 30s right now, mid 30s or late 30s, then you understand life much, much, much better than what you used to do 10 years back. So if your masculine is 10 years younger to you, so you might be thinking he's got a lot of catching up to do, right? But in some cases, they were literally born to assist the feminine. They maybe waited for 10 years or 5 years in the clouds with God, with the other watchers who were supposed to plan the things, with the council of elders. So they were just waiting over there that if things go really bad, then we might have to go to planet Earth. And then she would be the one to awaken the masculine. They already know these things. So all of you feminines, you should stop looking for information on what divine masculine is thinking, and actually you should focus on what divine feminine collective is doing, because that's where you will have your gems. That is where you will have your gifts would be, the path to your gifts would be available over there. And this is a common thing. It's not a complaint or anything, but I have also personally noticed this, that most divine feminines are more curious about what the divine masculine is thinking, which is okay, which is not bad. It's good. You want to know what he's thinking, where he is at, what is he eating today, how many morsels did he take for lunch, and which perfume did he apply in the evening, and how many missed calls did he see on the phone, or, all those things, or what did he do in the office, how much did he sweat, how much did he, how many times did he comb his hair, how many times did he think about me. Is he going to marry me? Is he going to apologize to me? Is he going to, maybe he posted something today on Facebook. Maybe he wrote this for me. It's a secret message for me. He's trying to tell me something. He's trying to communicate something. These are some of the things that feminines do. Not all feminines do this, but a lot of them do this. I remember once I was doing a reading and I gave some answers, and the other person said that, okay, so this is what the divine is telling the masculine in the 5D reality. I said, no, this is what the divine is telling to you in this 3D reality right now through the reading. Why are you even, taking it to what the divine masculine is being told by God right now, when you're the one who's asking this question from a reader? So this type of sometimes excessive curiosity is there in the feminine, because of which she cannot grow. She's stuck. She's stuck. She gets blocked because her focus is in the outside reality. And at the moment, while you're doing the inner work, the divine masculine, the 3D divine masculine is in your outside reality. So you need to understand that the 3D divine masculine is not divine masculine right now. He is simply masculine. He has not figured out his complete divinity right now, and he is not going to do that until and unless the feminine does that. It's very simple. I think I've said it in so many channelings, but still not everyone understands it. Some do, some don't, which is okay. Again, another part of this ascension journey, reality. Sooner or later, everyone will figure it out. Maybe today they don't, but after 10 years they will, or after 15 years, 20 years, whenever their time is right. Of course, 10 years back or 15 years back, nobody knew about twin flames. And twin flame was just another word or another synonym for soulmates. But this is not what soulmate is. Soulmate can be a good soulmate, can be a bad soulmate. But with soulmates, you normally don't go into this type of separation mode. That never happens. Even with bad soulmates, you're constantly in touch, because they could be in your family circle, or they could be in your neighborhood, or they could be one of your relative which you can never avoid technically. So you always get to know about them, you always get to hear about them. So bad or good soulmates, they're normally around you. They stay around you. Now in the twin flame reality, another thing this community goes through is that they go through a lot of different types of, like they don't have permanent friends, or they don't have like how some people say, this person is my friend for last 25 years. We were born together. We were raised together in the same hospital by the same nurse. Since then, we are best friends. They say that. The masculine still could have very long term friends, friends who are there since like many years and all. But with the feminines, it doesn't usually happen like that. Why? Is she wrong, or she's not attractive enough, or she doesn't like to make friends, or blah blah blah? Well, in all honesty, feminines are here for experimentations. So they keep changing their vocations, they keep changing their jobs. Most of the genuine divine feminines would have done many jobs. like many jobs. And every time they join a company or a job or something, they always get a good place. It's not like they don't, because they know how to talk to people. They have a knack of talking to people. Initially, everyone likes them because initially they come as a people pleaser. Let's remember that they've been trained to please people. But as they move on in life, as they keep moving on in life, or even when they are cornered, most of the feminines, when they are cornered or when they are put into some pressure situation which they don't enjoy, which they don't like, they normally do blast. And this is the reason why they don't make friends, because they are too honest, they are too genuine. They can't mince any words. They can't say, like this for that and that for this. And due to that reason, they can't make friends because nobody likes. It's too much straightforwardness, too much honesty. Three-dimensional people can't tolerate it because they feel it's an attack on them. It's an attack on their image, or somebody's read them too well. So this is one reason. And then obviously when you are stuck in the 3D reality, literally your feet are stuck in the ground, you can't normally go anywhere. So that is the reason why they don't make friends. But when they do inner work, when they start going deeper and deeper into inner work, they realize that there is no need for friends or enemies. There is no need for these labels also, because these labels, all labels on planet Earth, they come with an opposite reaction. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. If you are going to have friends, then you will definitely have enemies. If you are going to have enemies, you are definitely going to have friends. As simple as that. So why even get into this? Why? If naturally you get along with someone, if naturally you feel a resonance with someone, if naturally you are drawn to someone, if everything happens on its own, like with genuine people, you don't need to plan so much. Things just happen, things just roll. Naturally you fall into a mission. Naturally, while doing the mission, you meet other people who are doing similar work. And it's not necessary all the people who are doing the mission work, they're all enlightened masters. Even they have flaws and they have their own reasons to why they're doing the mission work. Now coming to this equation of masculine is feminine and feminine is masculine, you need to understand this in a simple way. You always attract. So whatever you are, you attract that. Your frequency is like a radio signal. Okay? When we are looking for a radio channel, we obviously turn around that knob. So wherever that knob stops, that particular radio station is attracted towards it, and in that frequency, whatever is being played out, those songs or that music or whatever it is will play. Similarly, that's exactly what your energy is like. So at this point in time, if you feel all these difficulties, things not working out, all this anger, frustration, madness, insanity, or depression, or anxiety, or your masculine not understanding you, too many misunderstandings between you, somebody is saying he's good, she's good, somebody is saying he's bad, she's bad, somebody is saying this, somebody is saying that, or if nobody else is involved in your equation, then you personally feel some kind of difficulty, they feel some kind of difficulty, and overall you are not at peace. Overall you are unhappy or not content about whatever is happening. So you are attracting that because you are emitting that signal. You are looking for that frequency right now, and that's the reason why you're getting a match of it. The more work you do within, the more inner work you do, you will automatically start seeing things changing in your reality. And I'm here to say this because it's my personal experience as well. The more inner work you do, the better you feel. But we don't do inner work because we want to feel better. We do inner work because we want to connect with the truth. We want to connect with Source. And then Source will make us courageous. Source will make us strong. Source will give us all the tools and all the gifts and all the jewels we need in order to face whatever is thrown at us. The shield is given by Source. The stronger your connection with Source, the stronger your shield is. Sometimes you might not even find out somebody was plotting something against you. 6 months later, you meet someone and they say, hey, you know what? 6 months back, some people were plotting against you. And you would be like, then why didn't they do it? They said that it's just pointless, waste of time. 6 months back or 1 year back, but how do you get to know it about it now in the current reality that people were plotting against you? Because at that point in time you were doing something, you were busy with something, you were working on a certain stage or a level of your journey. So God did not want you to know about it at that time. God was shielding you from that negative information. You were already stuck with something, you're already dealing something with something, and God can see, universe can see, source can see, your masters can see that her or him or her, his or her plate is full. And they have not refused anything. They are not running away from anything. They are facing it head on. And they are constantly talking to the master, constantly talking to source, and constantly they are seeking for advice and help. They are not giving up on it. They are not running away from the adversities of life. They are collecting all the lemons that life is throwing at them, and they are turning them into lemonades and pickles and storing them in the refrigerator, using them in the, we call it sauce, chutney, the lemon to squeeze some of it on it. So they are not running away. They're trying to catch hold of all the lemons. So that's the reason why God says, let me shield my child from this problem. No more disturbances. I'm very happy of this person. I'm very proud of this person. It's my child after all. And then you feel slightly better. You feel a lot of gratitude. You feel that yes, God is protecting me from difficulties that are not necessary for my journey right now. So if the feminine feels that masculine is different than her, then that's a misconception, because we need some kind of stimuli. All feminines need stimuli. All masculines need stimuli. They get it from the 3D world. And all the stimuli that the feminine needs, she gets it from him. And this is the reason why I always mention, whether you're in no contact or whether you're living under the same roof, if you feel your twin flames, if you feel you're doing inner work, and that is the primary thing for you in your life, and despite, like I said, despite living under the same roof, if you're facing issues and you feel that it's maybe you have been separated, like I spoke to somebody, a couple who were together, in some time back in their school or college phase, and then they got separated. And then this girl, she went through various relationships, and she felt that she's a twin flame, even though she had not met the actual DM, but she completely worked on herself. She did inner work, and she's still doing inner work, because she felt that I don't know who my divine masculine is. I don't know where he is, where my twin flame is. And whosoever she was with was a false twin. It was a toxic relationship, but she kept doing inner work. She kept doing inner work alone. She kept doing inner work while being in a relationship. Inner work never stopped. And then out of the blue, the person came back in her life. The one who was there in her life 10 years back came into her life, and they got together, and they got, started dating, they started living. But still, the phase of harmonization, the phase of surrender, all of these phases, they will happen in the same way, with the same intensity. Sometimes even the runner-chaser dynamic, all of those things will happen. But there will be a slight difference, there will be more maturity, there will be more of confidence and less of fear. You would know that, okay, it's just a runner-chaser dynamic. You would know, okay, it's just a long separation. Or you would know, okay, this is surrender going on. Okay, this is illumination going on. Or this is harmonization going on. Or this is the union phase going on. And again, it can fall back to all the previous things if I stop doing inner work, or if I don't follow the right type of lifestyle, the balanced life. It can happen all over again. Okay, so that emotion is there. But then all of these stages are only designed in a very technical way, so that whosoever is being sent to earth, the star seed, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, they don't become lazy. They don't just sit in one corner and say, yes, now I have achieved everything. All right, so let's just chill. For private sessions, personal readings, guidance on dream interpretation, counseling, and therapies, please go through the description box first. And once you're sure, then write to me at thesunamoon@gmail.com. When it comes to twin flame intuitive readings, I prefer not knowing anything about your twin flame journey before the reading so that we can get the best and the most accurate answers. But in case of therapies, you have to share with me different facets of your life so that we can heal the wounded inner child, which then leads to a 5D union. Without the 5D union, 3D union is not possible. You can also get my book In the Name of Love, which has 5 channel twin flame stories based on the journey of finding your ultimate soulmate. The link is also given in the description box. Connect with me on Instagram at the Sunamoon Goddess for fun updates, and you can also check out the channel The Sunamoon Vlogs to get interesting content that supports Ascension lifestyle, and Ascension is a lifestyle. So a lot of you must have heard about Buddha. Now, as per the information given everywhere about Gautam Buddha, Siddhartha Gautam, he left his home at around 28, 29. And then he got awakening at the age of 35. And he passed away, like he left this body at the age of 80. So, despite getting awakened at or enlightened at 35, he continued to do inner work and he continued to do his mission work till his last breath. Like he was Buddha. Imagine he is Buddha. After getting fully enlightened, he could have said, now I know everything. In fact, for a long time, he was confused. After getting enlightened, he was thinking that if I do this mission work, how many people will come to me? How many people will actually benefit from this? Should I do it or should I not do it? But till his last breath also, he was training people. He was coaching people, and in his Sangh, where all his disciples had gathered and other people had gathered, Ananda was also there. He was telling everyone that continue to work for the spiritual liberation of people. Continue and don't make a sect out of it. Don't make a religion out of it. Don't make a ism out of it. Unfortunately, it did become a religion later on, but that's not what Buddha wanted. He only wanted the spiritual liberation, the technique that he had found, that should be shared to the people, all the people, to monks all over the world, and even householders if they want. So this is the point of twin flamers, the lifestyle that they should have. In between, most of the divine feminines, what they do is, and I have noticed it in many cases, that they come to this really peaceful space. You know, they do inner work and they find out some balance, they are content, even the DM is nicer to them. You know, the DM starts contacting for those who are not in contact, and it's the DM who starts saying, I'm sorry, I apologize to you, I hurt you so much, you're the one I love, but things don't work out, whatever, you know, whichever type of apology she was looking for. In some cases, the DM comes back and they are in happy times again, and again after 2 months the same thing, 3 months the same thing, 4 months the same negativity. She doesn't want to eat, she's staying up at night doing no work, nothing, losing weight, feeling bad, getting angry, having mood swings, the moon cycles are not in place, everything is going topsy-turvy, money is not, once again money is becoming a problem. So all of these things happen. Why? Because the feminines, they leave inner work. They quit their own commitment towards themselves. They leave that. And they completely forget everything and they go after the divine masculine. Just like how Pied Piper, when he plays the flute, when he used to play the flute, he had this gift. He would play the flute and everybody would leave, drop their work, drop everything and just follow him. That's how he was able to catch all the rats and take them into the water, put them into the water and, you know, help other people. So nevertheless, this is one of the key energy, this is the key thing about this energy, this session, that the feminine should look at the masculine as a database. That this is the database. And quite honestly, not using all the spiritual gyan that they have been listening to, that my masculine is this, my masculine is that, he is the epitome of true love and he is the epitome of unconditional love and he is the god of all gods, he is the greatest on this planet, blah, 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 whatever. yes, that will be applied, but it's too early right now to see him as like that. Let him first come into his senses, let him first fully awaken and understand what he's here to do, why is he here, and what is his role in your life, and what are you supposed to do with him. And once he awakens, half of the things will get clear to him. In the movie Matrix also, if you have seen the movie Matrix, the first part of Matrix, Neo is the central character, which is played by Keanu Reeves. Now I know that a lot of people think, and which is what is being also portrayed in the movie, that he is the protagonist, he is the one. Okay? But if you have seen the movie, if you don't remember the scene, I'll make you remember again. In the last part of this movie, Neo is almost dead. Okay? He's being caught by the agents and he's in a bad condition. He's gonna die. And everybody is like, the one is gonna die. He's the one is gonna die. Now that's the time when Trinity realizes that if he is the one, he cannot be the one until and unless I feel so and I think like that, or I have that kind of faith. She gets up and she kisses him. Okay? She kisses him, and then he awakens and he destroys everyone and becomes like a walking nightmare for all the agents. So this is what they have depicted in that movie also. It is Trinity who is the divine feminine. When she awakens to this reality that she is the one who is going to give him energy by having faith in the love they have. So, but please understand that Neo does a lot of hard work to reach to that place. He almost dies. He almost dies for the mission work. He's serious about the mission work. It's not what feminines do normally, because even the feminines need to do a lot of inner work. A lot of people have been saying this on the internet, that the feminine is the awakened one and the masculine is the asleep one. How is that possible? How is it possible that the feminine is fully awakened and the masculine is sleeping somewhere? Because they are the same. They are the same energy. They have the same DNA. They are the same construct. It is impossible that she's awakened and he is asleep. He must be asleep, but in certain areas, and she's asleep in certain areas. So when you do inner work, you awaken those masculine parts of you. You heal those masculine parts. You heal those templates which are unhealed, which are wounded. You fix them within you, and that will awaken the masculine. Okay? And then somebody says that why feminines have to do all the work. That's also not correct. Feminines have to do their part of the work. Everyone has to do their job. Simple as that. What masculine is going through, masculine knows. And again, these are the things that I can tell you better, because so many of them have spoken to me, okay, and they have shared their experience with me. So in separation, they are also not having fun time. A lot of people think they are enjoying, they are having, in a relationship with someone, or they're enjoying, they're in some party mood, or they are traveling, they have moved to a new house, or they've got so much money, or they are, all of those things, new business, new life. That's not the case. They are suffering in their template, because that's how they learn. They don't learn if you pamper them and if you kiss them all the time, or if you tell them, oh, you're so smart, you're so amazing. They understand by getting kicks on their ass. And you can't give him those kicks because you have too much love for him. Feminines have so much love for him, they do the same thing that their mothers were doing. They end up smothering the masculine with love. They keep forgiving him for everything, all the wrong things they do. Even in separation, a lot of feminines are pining for them. Like constantly, daily pining for them, worshipping them every day. That's not how they learn. They will learn from reality. When the reality bites, they will learn it. And that reality will only be given to him by either the karmic partners or by the other karmic entanglements, or the third parties, or some other such plans. It's only when feminine comes in her power, she learns to give him those kicks by herself. She will be like, come on baby, I will just give you a whopping, an ass whopping, because you really need it right now. You've forgotten what you were supposed to do. But to reach to that level, she has to love him in the most detached manner. Unconditional love. How Mother Kundalini loves all of us. Mother Kundalini loves us all so much that she wants every single person, every single child of hers to fully awaken and become totally divine. Okay? But then she also has to make sure that she's a good disciplinarian. She's strict also. As much as she's loving and kind, she's also strict. And she will also make you feel that she's not there for you. She wants you to become a very good swimmer. Okay? So she's not gonna hover around you all the time. She's gonna be watching at you from a distance you might not even know. And the moment she feels you're gonna drown or you need some help, she will just come in from nowhere. So that's how Mother Kundalini is. She does not want to interfere in your growth because she wants you to figure it out by yourself, and she knows you will. She has that much faith in you. You know, that's true love. You don't interfere in anyone's growth. You don't prompt them. You don't tell them do this, do that. Might as well do those things on yourself. Instead of telling someone else that do this, do that, and you will become divine and enlightened one, you will awaken. Instead of telling these things to them, you can tell those things to yourself and then do it also. And then see if it works or not. Okay? So the divine masculine, another question is that you can ask yourself is, why does the divine masculine come back to the divine feminine? Or why is this invisible thread connected between both of them? Why? Because every time he learns a lesson, he thinks about the feminine. He thinks about the things that the feminine told him. He thinks about, most of the times, it's not even the things she told them. Most of the times, it was the things that she was doing, that she was into, that she was embodying in her body language. So half of the things, whatever she said, actually, the words, those words never mattered to him. He was observing the feminine very carefully. The feminines don't know about this, but the masculine observes them very deeply. The only thing is, they don't believe in whatever she's doing. If she had a mission work when he met her, like she was working in whatever community service or whatever social service or whatever she was doing, helping nature, Mother Nature, whatever she chose, okay, XYZ, anything. When he met her and he saw her doing those things, he felt that this is nonsense. This is bullshit. What is she doing? This is so stupid. This is not even required. It would be better if she goes and helps some other people somewhere else. But during separation, when he is hurt, when he gets those kicks from the karmics, or one karmic or more than one karmic, he realizes that she was doing much better things than these karmics, because obviously he doesn't know that they are karmics. But then this woman who's torturing me right now, spending all my money, wasting all my time, and never satisfied, always screaming and shouting at me, but she's so smart, so manipulative that everyone else likes her other than me. I'm just stuck with her. She's just wasting my time and her time. All she wants to do is have fun and do all the partying and everything. My feminine was not like that. My feminine is not like that. She has a goal. She has a purpose. She has a mission. She is a much smarter person than other people. She's more spiritual. But he cannot see this spirituality as a gift until and unless he sees the opposite of it in someone, and which repulses him too much. To a point that he walks out of those karmic entanglements on his own. He is not forced by anyone. He's not told by anyone that you do this or you do that. He does it on his own. And he comes to her and he tells her everything. If you want to check out the testimonies of people who got back together in the twin flame union journey, you will see that the feminines have written this. That my masculine, who I thought was the runner, came back and told me all of these things happened to him in the time when we were separated. It's bizarre. I never thought that this would happen to him. But this will only happen if the feminine is totally focused on herself. Because she and the masculine are not different from one another. They are the same, and they are here to help and support each other in the most genuine and honest way. Most genuine and honest way. They are the most genuine critics of each other and the most genuine lovers for each other. Now, it's up to you. You want to see this criticism or this separation or this anger or these fights or this negativity as just that, or you want to go beyond it, not take it personally, and work it out. and you do it yourself. You don't need his help. That's the most important part. So thank you so much for being here with me. One love and peace out. And thank you to our twin flame gurus, Ram and Sita. Thank you, thank you, thank you.